Back in 2017, I took this photo. At the time, it was just another selfie. I had no idea that it would become one of the most important photos I've taken in my life. Not because I looked different, because I had forgotten who I was. The woman in this photo was completely overwhelmed. Not, busy, not stressed, overwhelmed. She was going through a painful divorce. She felt completely alone. Money was running out. Her health wasn't good. She cried in the grocery store. She cried on park benches because she missed her children. There were days she honestly wondered whether life was worth living. When I look at this picture today, I don't see someone who needed to try harder. I see someone who had been carrying too much for too long. Maybe you felt that way too. Maybe from the outside, you look perfectly fine. But on the inside, everything feels heavy. People often think that transformation begins the day you make a huge decision. Quit the job, leave the relationship, move to a new city, start completely over from scratch. That wasn't my experience. My life didn't change in one dramatic moment. It changed because I slowly stopped living like I was surviving every day. I didn't have a language for it back then, but today I call it bracing. My shoulders were tight. My jaw stayed clenched. And I was always preparing for the next bad thing. Even when nothing bad was happening. I wasn't living. I was surviving. And there's a difference. People often ask me, where do I begin? Not with changing your whole life. You begin by changing your relationship with today. One of the biggest mistakes I made was thinking and believing I had to fix everything all at once and immediately. My marriage, my finances, my health, my future, that idea kept me feeling completely overwhelmed. Instead, I started to ask a different question. What does today need? Sometimes today needs breakfast. Sometimes today needs a walk. Sometimes today just needs more rest. Sometimes today needed prayer. When we stop trying to carry tomorrow, today becomes lighter. I also began noticing something. My body was telling me the truth long before my mind admitted it. My shoulders would lift. My breath became shallow. My jaw tightened. I rushed everything, answering text messages and, emails too quickly. I would speak, over people a lot. That was something that really hit me after a while. I would just talk and talk and talk over friends, over family, just, interrupting. I didn't even notice it at the time. I couldn't sit still. Those weren't personality traits. They were signs that I was bracing. And now, those same signs have become invitations. Every time I notice them, I simply pause. I pause. I drop my shoulders. I unclench my jaw. I slow my breath. Not because it fixes everything, because it reminds my body, you don't have to fight this moment. People love dramatic transformations. Mine wasn't so dramatic. It was just ordinary. Books, conversations, prayer, walking, learning, asking for help, choosing to believe that my life and my future was not over. One ordinary decision after another. Looking back, none of those moments seemed all that important. But together, they changed my life. And that's why I believe quiet progress matters. Transformation rarely announces itself while it's happening. People often think that the goal is to just have no stress, just, eliminate stress out of your life. It's not. Life still surprises me. Hard things still happen. The difference is they no longer define my internal world. I can recover more quickly. I trust myself more deeply. I don't panic the way I used to. That's what I mean by steadiness. Not perfection, not pretending that everything is okay. Steadiness. Being able to return to yourself again and again and again. Today, when I look at these two photos, I don't see a before and after story. I see the same woman. One was surviving, one learned how to live. The greatest transformation wasn't losing weight or smiling more or being more confident. The greatest transformation happened where no one could see it. Inside. So if you're feeling really overwhelmed today, please hear this. You don't have to become a different person. You don't have to fix your entire life this week. You don't even have to know exactly where you're going. Just begin. Take one slow breath. Drop your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Let today be enough. Because every time you return to yourself, you're practicing steadiness. And that practice has the power to change your life. If something I shared today resonated with you, I'd love for you to let me know down in the comments. And I'd also love to know which part of your life feels the most overwhelming right now. I read every comment, and most of my future videos come from having conversations online. And if you know someone who has been living in survival mode, someone who is quietly holding everything together, someone who has forgotten what it feels like to truly exhale, would you consider sharing this video with them? You never know when a single conversation, a single video, a single moment of hope can really become the beginning of someone's healing. And if you'd like to continue this journey with me, I'd be so honored if you would like, share, and subscribe. Every week I try to share a practical way to move from bracing to steadiness, not through perfection or quick fixes, but through small, sustainable shifts that help you experience life differently. And if you'd like to go deeper, I also write a weekly newsletter on Substack where we explore these ideas in more depth. You'll find the link in the description below. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. Just take one slow breath. Drop your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. And I'll see you in the next video.